What's up guys, c'est Moutarde. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode 2 sur notre let's play sur Hitman 3. Donc la deuxième mission, j'avais fait la première avec vous. C'était le tutoriel en fait, la première mission. Donc voilà, première mission. Tout simplement. Ouais, tout simplement. Deuxième mission, donc bon, comme la première mission, j'ai rien vu du tout. Donc voilà, on se lance immédiatement puis on fait ça ensemble.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Les gens nous envoient genre dans un manoir, tout seul dans un manoir, écoute, c'est vraiment super. Vraiment super. On va prendre ça. Ah, ok, on va essayer ça de même. Donc on a une cible à tuer, puis un objet à trouver. On trouve le dossier, et puis qu'on tue Alexa Carlyle.
The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Ouais. Ok. C'est quoi les intrigues qu'on a? On a le détective privé, ce qui est quand même relativement cool. Donc là, on a la carte. Je sais pas pourquoi. Donc là, on va tout simplement se...
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private
Suivez le détective privé. Ok. Donc d'après moi, il va falloir qu'on se costume en détective privé. C'est qui va nous donner accès au manoir, tout simplement. Du moins, si j'ai bien compris.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all.
Problème de serveur, hein, encore. J'avais juste vu ça sur le jeu, qu'il y avait des problèmes de serveur. C'est quand même assez con parce que c'est un jeu qui, ben, on s'en fout du multijoueur, tu sais, à part pour le classement, multijoueur d'Hitman, c'est pas quelque chose de vraiment incroyable.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me. Said she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it.
I just need to check. What did I
That's
tell
a
you?
bit excessive.
She's a sensible woman.
Considering
That
the
stuff
fact
from
that
your
I've
ex
spotted no
was
less than 2
manipulation.
routes to get inside the house.
know.
Unseen.
We know what we're doing,
I
so
guess
don't
I
worry
thought
about that.
I was gonna read into them and freak out. Say I must have done something to provoke her.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on you.
Ok, so. Évidemment, hein, les scripts sont tous faits pour que le gars passe exactement à l'endroit où qu'on est, tout simplement. Donc, c'est plutôt pas mal là-dessus. Non, la petite madame s'en vient.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler.
Alfred.
Asked me to assist you.
Alfred la majordome.
Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight
Alfred.
to Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
On va suivre Alfred, hein. De toute façon, ils sont pas supposés nous fouiller vu qu'ils nous ont fouillés à l'entrée du manoir. Donc on a encore nos armes, notre téléphone.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madam's children were not informed until this morning that
Just
their
keep
mother was
calm.
in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madam...
Alfred va nous mener direct sur la
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
sur la scène pour trouver le dossier, j'imagine. Peut-être que je dis ça complètement au hasard aussi.
He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you finish your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Passage secret, c'est quoi ça? Couteau. On va le garder, hein? Un beau couteau couteau japonais de même. Jette pas ça.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
You do know your poison. Ok. Puis... Mhm. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire?
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Bon, faut retourner voir Alfred, visiblement. Alfred.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty.
Oh,
Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi.
Monsieur Alfred.
In my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe.
Ben ouais, j'ai juste ça à faire de toute façon.
May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Did the portrait photographer check out? Verified his identity?
Du côté du cimetière.
Is the door to Rebecca's room.
Barré, hein? Ça, c'est louche. Ça, c'est louche. Ça, c'est louche. Peut-être essayer de rentrer par la fenêtre de la chambre. Ça se fait dessus, ça? Ouais. Ok. Donc là, il va vraiment falloir qu'on mène l'enquête. Qu'on mène l'enquête à travers le. À travers le manoir, du coup. Jusqu'à ce qu'on trouve.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m.
Qu'est-ce qu'on trouve le dossier, j'imagine?
last night.
You faced great obstacles too, I know. We will persevere.
Yeah, hey,
It is my duty to make that happen.
Ok. Chambre d'Emma et Grégory. Côté cimetière, ça veut dire par là-bas. Je me trompe pas. Tu sais, c'est genre, comment je suis supposé faire pour savoir, genre, où est tout par cœur, genre, je connais pas. Tu sais, je connais pas le manoir, là. Je connais zéro le manoir, puis ils veulent que ils veulent que j'enquête là-dedans. Je suis pas, Je suis assassin, moi, je suis pas inspecteur de police, là.
My lost button. The one you couldn't find at the graveyard.
I should get back to
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Sorry.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
On va faire la même chose, j'imagine. Ouais, ok. Je sais pas où qu'on va rentrer, mais il devrait avoir une place pour rentrer. Sûrement le balcon. Ouais, ça va être le balcon. Ok. Voir ce que ça serait chiant de même. Très clairement, je...
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens. A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Intéressant. Encore, dans le fond. Mhm. Du coup, ça ne dit pas plus où aller, ni qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse. Ok. Fait qu'il manquerait juste Fernsby au rez-de-chaussée. Faut que je redescende au complet en bas. Dans l'aile du personnel, à moins que ce soit là, le bureau de Fernsby. Eh, c'est le bureau de Fernsby que je vois ici. Non. Non. Plus pas là. Ok. Où est le bureau de Fernsby? Ici, l'autre bord. Ok.
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like
C'est pas ici, mais j'ai le feeling qu'ici, on peut quand même trouver quelque chose de relativement intéressant.
any romance? I deserve romance.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick.
Pass the evening with
After dinner,
Patrick.
I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real.
Je sens que ça va être long. Ça va être très long.
Makes you feel like the center of the universe, like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Ouais, comment je fais pour passer là, moi? Ça me fait spotter, mettons. Mais what? Pied de biche. Où c'est que je trouve un pied de biche?
Along inside. Is everything ready for tomorrow?
Fake funeral tomorrow.
Ça va être le bout de chien qu'il va falloir trouver absolument un pied de biche pour pouvoir accéder au reste de la mission, j'ai l'impression. Regardez ce qu'on va faire, on va aller direct à la serre. De toute façon, on sait déjà où est-ce que voyons. On sait déjà où est-ce que le bureau y est. Donc on n'a pas besoin de passer plus de temps là. On va tout ça. Ah ben à moins que j'y aille là.
painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Zachary's diary.
Normalement, ça ferait en sorte que... C'est fait, c'est fait, c'est fait. Il manquerait la serre.
This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Où la serre, elle est là-bas. Fouiller les lieux d'intérêt, faut que je trouve tous les suspects de la map, ça me tente plus ou moins, je vais vous avouer, là. Bon. Ça me tente plus ou moins, mais bon, si j'ai pas le choix. Si j'ai pas le choix, je vais le faire, là, mais très clairement...
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the... Poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning.
Ah.
Such a bunch of old junk. Must be 100 years old at least. I don't know how the...
Trouver le dossier, mais c'est parce que ça peut... Man! Moi, ça, là... Ça m'énerve.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she explains nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emmer Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock.
You have
Anything
uncovered
else you
enough
want?
evidence
you
to tell
feel
Madame
about
Carlisle
Zachary?
that
I might as
Emma
well be
is the
honest.
murderer.
His presence was
Quite the
always
detective,
awkward.
47.
But how
I'm
do you have a
impressed.
meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live.
Ah,
Suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlisle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
ah. Mais il y avait tous des estis d'alibi de barde, là. Fait que dans le fond, qui l'a fait, c'est dur à dire, là. Mais ouais, Emma, je suis pas mal sûr que c'est elle. Emma ou le fils du gars, là. Le fils du... ben, de Zachary, là. Lui qui était sur le divan. Il avait l'air louche aussi, lui. Puis il aimait pas de temps en plus. Ouais, Alfred.
Greetings,
Viens-t'en.
Hello there, sir. This is Madame Carlisle's office. Please step inside.
Not that I know of.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emmer Carlisle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emmer is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emmer's mother Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emmer to reclaim what she lost, marry your heir Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles.
C'est fort, c'est fort.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's.
On fait.
She did her homework, used a made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
Oui, pardon, j'ai accroché le fil de mon micro. Donc, poursuis. Je disais que, comme dans le clou, comme dans, ouais, on se fait un petit clou, ma version Hitman, c'est vraiment quand même cool comme mission pour vrai.
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see.
Tu me le donnes?
I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards.
Ça va faire une belle vidéo de genre 50 minutes. Juste à cause de l'enquête.
I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then.
How are you, sir?
The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope.
Merci.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards.
Donc, la première des deux est, ben, est faite, hein, tout simplement. Donc, après ça, il faut qu'on tue Madame Carlyle. Donc, on va tout simplement aller se déguiser en photographe parce que j'ai appris tantôt que Madame Carlyle avait, comment je pourrais dire, avait comment je pourrais dire, avait engagé un photographe pour ben, une photo quelconque. Donc, ça va être ma façon de faire. Ça va être ma façon de faire. Voilà. Faut que je retrouve ce fameux photographe, puis une façon de l'éliminer pour prendre son costume, tout simplement. On va le faire vomir pour l'instant.
Can you just stand up, please? Hey, she's single, Rebecca, right? Maybe I should ask her out. Get to know her in a personal way.
You could try. Rosie told me Rebecca has a really cool saying, though. It takes a damn fine man to replace no man at all. So you've got your work cut out for you if you do try. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to imply that you're not fine. You're definitely fine. I mean, I don't fancy you or anything. You're not my type at all. Right, I'll just shut up.
Je pense que j'attends qu'ils boivent.
Such a bunch of old junk. Must be 100 years old at least. I don't know how the Brits can stand it. Oh, yeah, I don't feel so good.
Et voilà. Il pas bien. On va le suivre, on va le niquer, on va prendre son costume, puis après ça, that's it, ça va être fait.
I doubt that's true, though. No, he was here when the safe in Madame Carlyle's office was repaired last week. He had to carry some heavy bolt to the top floor. He complained about back pain for the entire weekend.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Voilà, bon, donc, ça, c'est fait. Un peu en mode YOLO, mais c'est fait. Il suffit de trouver un fusible. Voilà.
Oh, sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
It works. I'm ready for the shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
On va essayer ça, hein. Je le sais pas si je l'ai bien fait. C'est pas du tout si je l'ai bien fait. Mais je pense que ce qui va se passer, c'est que Alexa Carlyle va s'asseoir sur la chaise. Puis au moment que que je vais prendre la photo en fait avec les flashs, elle va être électrocutée. Donc ça va être vite fait, bien fait. Puis voilà.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got your music. I mean, that's really something.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlyle Empire, though. But thanks.
On va espérer que ça se passe de même, hein? J'espère que ça se passe aussi bien. La petite madame, aucune idée. Genre, il y a ça qui me fascine. La petite madame, elle me reconnaît pas à face.
Listen, everyone. I understand that you have a lot of questions. Please be patient for a little longer. I will address you in the sitting room afterwards. Right, get in position. Let's get this over with. There's a puddle of water here. Well, never mind. Let's just get this done, shall we?
Je la bien cuire. Ça va être insane.
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
You're such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine. You look like a nerd.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Voilà. Excuse. Je sais qu'il faut pas que j'aille là. C'est beau. Compris. Correct.
Oh my god! Someone call for an ambulance! Someone's injured! Someone, please! I need help!
Ça s'est plutôt bien passé.
Carlyle was still alive, and she didn't even see it herself. It was
"47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Cours. Et voilà. Un petit 50 minutes de mission, là.
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there, and 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
Et voilà les gens, donc évidemment la prochaine destination ça va être à Berlin. Donc voilà, un petit 51 minutes quand même de vidéo, mine de rien. Hein. Donc on va s'arrêter là pour cet épisode-ci évidemment. Je vous fais le montage des 2 premiers épisodes tout de suite après. Et puis je vous poste ça probablement aujourd'hui. Donc vous allez l'avoir le 16 à midi maximum. Donc merci à tous d'avoir suivi le début de l'aventure. On se retrouve très vite pour la suite. Et puis en attendant, je vous fais des gros bisous. Bye bye.